Hello babes, welcome back to my channel. First of all, let me just apologize for being so absent. I really took like the last few weeks to just get my shit together and reset and refocus, and I had my son too, so I just spent my time with him, and yeah, I kind of just decided to put everything on hold and try and get a daily practice back in place, because it's amazing how fast I forget to take care of myself, because I have so much on the go at all times and I have so much in my head that I need to do, get done, get finished, mostly get finished. I get really whirlwindy and overwhelmed really fast. I just forget to take care of myself, and I forget to do the simple little things that not even just like as a witch, but like as a person, just some self-care. Forget that once in a while it's okay to hit the pause button and just reset. So me having ADHD brings its own like strew of problems when it comes to mindfulness and forgetfulness and inattentiveness. So that's my life anyway. So to have daily practices, it's a struggle. It's definitely a struggle to remember. And like if things aren't in front of me, 9 out of 10 times I'm gonna forget. I was thinking of doing like a day in the life video, but honestly that would just be like me sitting on the couch and staring off into space, thinking about everything that I need to get done. Going on up here at all times. So yeah, I took the last few weeks to really start incorporating my daily practices again. And these are things that are super simple. Like, I'll say that they're like witchy practices, but these are just things that, like, I don't know. We can call them wellness practices too, I guess. Okay, so before we jump into this video, I just want to give everybody the opportunity who's watching this to hit that subscribe button. According to YouTube analytics, more people are not subscribed that are watching my videos, so that doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna give you a second right now to hit that subscribe button. Go. Done? Perfect. You can always unsubscribe if you don't like my content, but we don't have time for that, so we gotta get into this video. So let's get into it. These are my daily practices for a forgetful bitch, or a forgetful witch, or both, whatever. Like every time I look into the camera, I'm just gonna look a little bit more different. So basically I have a list of daily practices, but as long as I do one of the 3 following things, which is get my mind right, get my body right, and get my soul right, I'm pretty much good to go. Number 1 is pull in a morning and nighttime tarot card. Sometimes I pull 1, sometimes I'll pull 3, sometimes I'll lay them out and pick out of like a scattered mess of cards, of like a pile, or sometimes I'll just shuffle forever and let a card fall out and read that card. Sometimes I'll choose my card. It just kind of depends on what I'm feeling that day or what my intuition is telling me. So pulling a card at the beginning of the day, keeping that in mind, try and journal about it if I have time or if I feel like it. I'm still not the biggest one on journaling, especially when it has to do with like thoughts and feelings. Like I'm getting better. Like I've definitely started. I do have a tarot journal now, so I am getting there. I like pulling one at the end of the day to see how it correlated with my day. It's another interesting way to do it. Instead of doing one in the morning, you could just do one at night. I like doing both. Yoga. I don't like working out, like weights and stuff like that. I used to do weight training and cardio and I hated it. I hated it so much. So it's really important that you find like an exercise regimen that works for you and that you want to do. I used to be like, ugh, like I have to go to the gym today, you know? Where with yoga, it's like I get to do yoga, I get to like be more flexible and like get stronger. So to me, it's like something that I actually look forward to. And it's something that I try and do earlier in the day as possible, if not the first thing that I do. I still struggle with like waking up and just instantly being bombarded with thoughts and like, all right, this is what you gotta do first, and this is what you gotta do, and this is what you gotta do. It's very like action oriented in the wrong way. Typically my perfect morning would be waking up early, like 5 or 6, enjoying like a cup of coffee or tea in bed, pull like a tarot card, maybe do a little bit of reading, nothing crazy, and then get up, do yoga, And then after that, figure my day out. But like typically that's what a perfect morning for me would be, and to not touch my phone. If I pick up my phone first thing in the morning and get stuck scrolling in bed, it's gonna put me in a really shitty mood and like a really down mood. And like, I don't know, I think it's just from wanting to be so productive, and like seeing other productive people puts me in a shitty mood right away. So I don't like doing that. And it's still a struggle, like it's still a habit to go reach for my phone. So if I can even put it somewhere far away from me at nighttime, it's not the first thing I grab in the morning. I would like to give myself at least an hour or two of no phone in the morning. That sets me off on a really good start. If I can ignore my phone for the first couple hours of my day and do my own shit, and not worry about the world outside, I'm gonna have a much more productive day. A little tip is that if you are stuck in a scroll and you are finding yourself getting a little like butthurt feeling, starting to feel a little like self-conscious or down on yourself, leave some love on somebody's like picture. Like just leave a really nice comment or something like that. It'll make you feel better. Like if you just get out there and start sending positive vibes and then get the fuck off there. I mean, as long as you're on there, you might as well be spreading some joy, right? There's literally nothing that could be going on better at 7 o'clock in the morning on Facebook than like what you could be doing for yourself. You know, nature walks. Nature walks are one of my most favorite things. I'm incredibly lucky that I live close to nature and I live really close to a river, so taking advantage of that as much as possible. I honestly don't do it as much as I should. Like, I should be filming my videos down at the damn river, but I'm not. Because there's something that I've never really admitted to anybody else except for like one person, is that I have slight agoraphobia. Agoraphobia? I hope I'm saying that right. I have this thing, but I don't know what it's called. But anyway, I get really fearful of leaving my home. Some days worse than others, especially when I'm alone. So like, to plan out a day outside of my house takes some real planning sometimes, and it takes a lot of me to like just feel comfortable leaving. It's something that I'm definitely working on, and it's gotten a shit ton worse during quarantine. So I'm hoping like as the world hopefully progresses into a more normal state, that it will like kind of start going away once I start socializing more again, because yeah, right now it's just like pretty bad. I'm lucky enough that nature is really close to me. So next would be like stopping and meditating for 5 minutes when I need to, but also just like having that daily practice in the back of my mind to just stop and just stop and meditate for 5 minutes. Let everything in my mind go and just focus on the breathing. And especially in times where I need it. And like, if instead of letting my mind wander into like some anxiety pit, to stop those thoughts dead in the track and to breathe them away. Breathe out the bullshit, let it go. I've been trying to incorporate this practice of keeping rooms in my house clean and organized. And it's amazing because it's so much stress and anxiety gone right away. The second that I just organize and clean something, oh my God, it's like that overwhelming sensation of clutter in front of me is now out of my mind as well. I have a lot more inspiration and motivation that comes to me when I enter a room that's like fresh and clean and I can see the floor and there's not piles of shit everywhere. So cleaning and organizing at least one room a day really boosts the spirit. I really suffer with the physical symptoms of depression, not so much, well, no, I can't say that. My mind is a mess, but my body would just love to lay in bed all day and like watch TV, but my mind would never allow that. Consciously, my mind would never allow me to do that. But I'm physically exhausted all the time. Like, I'm so tired all the time. So that's like, it's hard to stay clean and organized, but just doing like a little bit, like I'll take 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes to just like wipe down, clean off a surface and wipe it down and like dust. It really just kind of feels like it clears up the mind as well. So cleaning and organized. Wow, look at me go, I'm growing and learning. Oh, am I becoming an adult? Oh my God, that's scary. Keeping certain crystals on me during the day. Every day I usually have a different one on me. Today is selenite because I'm filming a video and it helps keep you focused. It's actually the ADHD stone, which is really, oh, my dog was chewing on it this morning. So yeah, selenite is really great for focus, as I lose focus saying that. So keeping a different stone on me every day. Usually I have like, if I'm working, I'll have pyrite in my pocket. If I'm doing like a meditation or yoga, I have wear rose quartz. I have lots of clear quartz and selenite around because they're cleansing and all that fun stuff. So next, reading a book. This is the book that I'm working on right now. Taking like 5 minutes here and there. You might realize that I say that a lot, to do something for, that I do something for 5-10 minutes, because that's like basically the only way I'm gonna accomplish something. You will retain a lot more information and a lot more like experience and knowledge too when you do things more frequently for less amount of time. Practicing grounding and shielding. I've said this quite a few times about grounding, but it's super important to learn. Super important to find a technique of grounding that works for yourself, and shielding, which is like keeping other people's energy away from your bubble for when I go out into the world. Shielding is something that I didn't really practice a whole lot of like in the beginning. I don't know why. Like I read about it, I learned about it, I just never really practiced it. But since I've been like doing that, my experiences in public have changed immensely. Like I am a panicky person, especially when there's a lot going on around me. So it's very important for me to like find my zen and stay in my space and stay like, keep other people's shit out. The other day I was at the post office shipping a few packages, and it was like pandemonium crazy in there. And like the ladies behind the counter were like not having a good time. The customers were not having a good time. The lineup was literally out the door and around the corner. And it was one of those moments where if it had been any other time, I would have panicked and left and like not wanted to deal with that. But I was able to stay like centered and block out what was going on around me, which is something crazy because I am like the observer queen. Like if something is going on, my head is whipped around. So it was really like an experience. It was an experience, not feel that. But when I left, I'm not gonna lie, when I left, it was like, oh, like I gasped for air. Like I needed a vacation after that. It was insane, girl. But we did it, we made it, got through it. So did I mention stirring intentions into coffee and tea? I don't know if I mentioned that one or not. I might have skipped over that one, but that's another really simple, easy thing to do is in the morning when you're making your coffee or tea, when you're stirring in your sugar or your cream or like Jack Daniels, whatever you put in your morning coffee, to just be stirring in your intentions for the day or what you want to manifest. That's just stirring in your intentions for that day and drinking it and like just taking a moment to just absorb. Something that I struggle with majorly is just being kind to myself and patient. I'm learning patience and kindness. The last daily practice is my most favorite and most important, and that is to incorporate learning something new or just like doing something that you love. So I do like singing lessons and I play piano, and that is just like my little thing that I love, and like it's my thing and I don't share it with anyone else. Not yet anyway, I don't share my music with anyone, but one day I'm hoping to get there to that point. But for me, that's like my cathartic moment of the day, and like it's so important to just include doing the things that you love and that make you you. I've gone months without singing or playing piano, and because life happens, right? But if you can incorporate doing the things that you love in your daily life, magic happens. Like magic happens. Whatever your thing is that makes you feel like you and makes you feel alive and makes you feel passionate and happy, do it. And if you're someone who gets to do that shit all day long, well, you're awesome and you're literally living. That is life. So yeah, those are my daily practices. Like I said, I don't do every single one of them every day, but as long as I do something, like I said, to get my mind right and get my body right, my soul right, and that's just like being grateful and taking, oh, that was my last one, was taking gratitude breaks. Just stopping and just giving thanks for everything that you have, whether you have it physically now or it's something that you want. Like just be thankful for you having it. Like just manifest the shit out of your days. Stop and be consciously aware of everything that you're grateful for in your day and give thanks. And incredible things will happen. Here's just a few of my tips that hopefully will help you. Yeah. Oh my god, why am I so awkward? Tip number 1, don't strive for perfection because you'll only drive yourself mad. Perfection doesn't exist. The mistakes you make and the more experiences you have, the more you learn and the more you grow. There is no such thing as perfection, and it's just a word that should just be thrown the fuck out. Instead of feeling guilty about having lazy days, enjoy them. If you can take a lazy day and just like relish in it, which is still something I'm learning to do because my mind doesn't know how to relax. Take lazy days and enjoy them. All the blankets and all the snacks. Definitely make a point of adding like your passions and your interests and your hobbies into your everyday life, even if you can only do it for like 5 minutes. Read about something new and just constantly be growing and open to new experiences. If your heart and mind are open, there's like no stopping the opportunities that come to you. So just be open-minded. If you're feeling down on yourself or life that day, just take a deep breath and remember that you're not broke or broken. You're in between blessings. Always know that things are okay and that you're exactly where you need to be. Okay, so another thing that I have been working on since my last video was candles. And yes, I'm still doing that. I am down to like labels. Finally got my like labels ready to be printed, and then I printed my tester and then I ran out of ink. So I am still labelless on my candles, but they are coming along, and I do have a friend who's gonna help me make some labels. So yay, thank you. So yeah, I'll show you what I've been up to. So in my last video, I only had a couple made at that point. I don't remember if I had any of these little tea lights made up, but I have a whole bunch of little tea lights. So I have ones that are all natural and that are only scented with herbs and essential oils. So this one is like a little lavender tea light. Is that focusing? Hopefully that's focusing. I don't know. So yeah, I've been working on all of these little tiny like intention tea lights, which I call my steeped teas because I steep the herbs in the wax before pouring them. So yeah, just, you know, a little wordplay there. Have always been rather punny. I have these pillar ones as well that I've been working on, and these are glittery and just like, they also have herbs in the outside wax, but the inside of these are pink. So when they burn, they actually, there's, yeah, pink wax inside of them. And this one is like a rose, like rose garden. So yeah, that's the inside of this. So these guys are all natural and just scented with like herbs and with essential oil. And then I also have these guys, which are made with fragrance oils. I still use like natural fragrance oils, but they're not as natural as essential oil. But these definitely are much more scented. So all of my like all natural candles, I'm making for like manifestation candles or intention candles and spell candles. And I'm gonna charge them with like the full moon, new moon, things like that. But then I also am making ones that are just smell fantastic. Like this one is pumpkin spice latte, which, so this one is made with cappuccino, fragrance oil, and then it has pumpkin spice in it. And this is just a little like wax melt that can either go in like a wax melter, wax burner, whatever they're called, or just left on the candle and burnt with it, and then it will melt down and be all pretty. It literally smells like a really good coffee shop. And me being me, I have to make things that are like pink and girly and, you know, pastel-y as fuck. These are just my experiment candles, so I filled these ones a little bit too high and the lids don't quite close without squishing. And this is a bergamot sandalwood, but I decided to make it like pastel blue, and when it melts it's like shimmery and sparkly and like amazing. And this one is just the opposite. This one is rose with a bergamot star, and this one has herbs on it as well. These are so pretty when they burn. They go darker, like a nice shimmery dark pink when it burns, and this one is like a darker blue. Oh, my skull broke. Oh, look, he broke in half. So yeah, like I said, this one is a little bit on the full side, so he'll be a tester for me for sure. This is one of my favorite ones that I've made. I put a sticker on top of it just because I don't have a lid and I don't want the smell to go away. But this is gonna be a full moon manifestation candle. And I'm gonna charge this one by the next full moon so that it is ready to be burned and used for, it smells like the freaking spa. It smells so good. I was trying to make my own labels and paint them, but it was just like a lot of work and it's not even, and it was just making me upset. So I'm excited to like have one fully like labeled and be finished, and it smells so good. Like please buy my coffee candles because you'll die. You know, little tiny wax melts as well. So there's just crushed lavender in there and also lavender essential oils. These are the pumpkin spice latte skull melts that they smell so good. There's pumpkin spice and cinnamon in them as well. That's what all the crud at the top of his face is. Oh, it's exciting because I can decorate my candles with them. I love these ones. These are my like cherry blossom skulls. They smell really, really good. And I made full ones of these as well. So, yeah. Woo. Oh my God, I would have cried. They would break for sure. So yeah. Springtime. So yeah, I've just been trucking along with my candles, and yeah, if you haven't already favorited my Etsy shop, please make sure that you go and do that so that you know whenever I drop new items, because they are coming so soon. And people have been really supportive of my Etsy shop this like last year and this year, so thank you so much to anybody who checks me out and purchases something. It's like, you really are supporting my life right now, so thank you. I love you so much. I'm really stoked that things are just starting to kind of feel like in place again, and that I'm taking time to focus on myself and making myself like an important part of the day. So remember to make yourself an important part of your day, because you're the most important thing in your life. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I think I've rambled on enough, and I hope that everybody's doing well. And happy Ostara. Missed that one. I miss everything. Whatever. It's springtime. My allergies are super real and super here. They're here for it. Little daily practices that are really easy to incorporate, and even I still forget to do them. So every day is a new chance to grow and learn and redo. So, well, I've been recording this for a really long time now, and editing this is gonna suck. I'm gonna throw a super light shout out in this video. Cassia Hayden Faye. I'm throwing this quick edit in here to say Cassia Faye Hayden. I'm so sorry. If it's more than one name, guaranteed I'm gonna get them mumble jumbled. So just throwing this quick edit in here to say your name correctly. Ugh, my bad. Hello, I'm so sorry that I've forgotten to mention you in so many videos that I've made, and I apologize. Anyway, she did a shout out for me in one of her YouTube videos, and it's super, super sweet. So thank you so very much. So yeah, go and check her out and show her some love. And I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Remember, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do it right now. I'll give you another second to do it. Done? Okay, cool. I was thinking about doing a Q&A video, so if you guys have any questions for me, please leave them down below, and I will put that together as soon as there's enough or any. Love you all. Blessed be.